Hello there. I don't normally do that. Why did I do that this time? It is Monday, May 17th. It is just about 3 p.m. Maybe I'll make Monday videos a thing instead of Sunday because that seems to be a trend. The main reason why I wanted to hold off on recording anything until Monday was because yesterday was CAAs, and then I had plans in the evening I'll talk about later. So I didn't want to rush myself because I knew I'd feel tired, even though I'm still tired today. So anyway, this week was CAA's week. I talked about it a little last week. I was actually absolutely wrong about the seat racing thing. They literally did just throw the JV4 into my 4, and they I guess had already chosen which 4 of that 8 would be replaced with, or who would be replacing who, whatever. And so we had the whole week practicing with the same people. The lineup did change a couple times, just who was sitting where, but it was the same 8 the whole week. We had 2 afternoon practices, and on Saturday we actually practiced on the course. That was my first time doing anything away, because obviously a lot of these girls had either previous years on the team and or years in high school where they knew what to do, but I was like, oh, what's happening? It was an experience, really, is all I can say. We de-rigged the boat, and that was fun. I got to use all my wrenches and stuff. Had to take the boats out of the boathouse into a trailer. That was all a first for me. And it was only going 15 minutes away, because that's where the CAAs were happening, just over a different river. So it wasn't really that far, but an experience nonetheless. Saturday, we had to get driven by our own teammates, because they were like, oh, if you can do it on your own, let's just not order a bus. So that happened. 2 people in my boat had cars, so we split up and drove that way. Then Sunday morning, we got bused. They split it up by who would race first and whatever, pretty much. So my boat and the V4 and also all the coxswains, we arrived at the pickup place where the bus is at 7 a.m. The rest of the team didn't take the bus until 8. But all the coxswains had to go because we had to have weigh-ins, since they check minimum weight or whatever. I think I talked about that last week as well. Oh my god, I cannot talk today. I think I'm just so brain dead. Yeah, we got weighed. Everyone made weight, which was good. No one had to carry sandbags or anything. And then we just went. There weren't any heats or anything. It was just one race each boat, and then that was it. So I was the first race. We were at 10:20, and then every 10 minutes was the next boat. So then it was the V4, and then it was the 2V, and then so on. My boat, we got 4th place, so we didn't medal, but on an individual level, just in terms of our boat, we did really well, in terms of improvement and personal achievement. I think all of us did a lot of things we don't normally do. We just absolutely went all out, because regardless of if our team was going to NCAAs, our boat wouldn't, because they only do the two 8s and the 4. Everyone really had something to prove, and even though we didn't medal, I think people were proud of us nonetheless. I think every other boat got 2nd place, and so naturally we got 2nd place overall. And I guess that was the best our school has ever done, because just 3 years ago, not a single boat medaled in their own race. And so a lot of people were really disappointed that we couldn't get 1st place, because it really was close at some moments. It was definitely something that was within our reach, but it's not awful. It's not the end of the world that It didn't happen this year. So that's how CAAs went. My plans that I had right after CAAs was actually a dinner with my parents because they flew in for CAAs. They were gonna fly in for the regatta the week before, but it just didn't work out with their work schedules. So they ended up coming this week, and they flew in Saturday evening. I had dinner with them, like just me and them. And then Sunday's dinner was also with my friends. And like we went into the city and hung out and ate. And then just today I spent like the morning and afternoon with them. They left like an hour ago to go to the airport. I think their flight should be leaving soon, actually. Then they're not gonna get back. She said 7 was the ETA. My mom is she. that I see now that'd be unclear. My mom said she'll probably be back by 7. I think my time, because the flight's not that long. Short trip is what that was. They were really only here for about 48 hours. Very short time, indeed. It was nice seeing them. We ended up going to kind of the area where that Airbnb was, that we lived on before I moved on campus. And that area definitely feels more home than around here. Maybe it's just context, how I've gotten used to living in each area. Going over there, it feels more homey, maybe because I was there with my family. And then being in like the dorms and on campus, I associate that with school, so it feels like I'm in a dorm. I mean, yeah, obviously I'm in a dorm, but I just mean like it feels like, oh, this isn't a place I'm going to be in long term. Even if I am going to be at school here for the next few years, this specific part of the city doesn't feel like home at all for some reason. Even though it's like the same city, it's like a mile and a half away, maybe. But it feels so different. The vibes are really different though. I don't know if any of that made sense. I was just talking out of my ass there. But so my season's over. It would have been over regardless, but it's over for everyone because we're not going to NCAAs. We only got second, but that's kind of a relief because classes, we're approaching the end of the term. Obviously, people are starting to talk about finals and moving out, and I honestly couldn't have dealt with that knowing that there was crew stuff going on still. So that works out for me, I'm not gonna lie. I already started planning like move out stuff. Was about to schedule a move out time for my building, and we need to work out flight details since I'm flying alone for the first time. In concept, I know what I'm gonna do, show up, check in luggage, find my terminal, but I feel like I'm gonna show up and I'm gonna be like, where the fuck am I? What do I do now? There's always that fear that like luggage is gonna get lost or something, or like, what if the one time that you ride the plane is the time something goes wrong? Stuff like that. I'm not actually that worried that anything will go wrong in terms of the plane malfunctioning. I'm just worried about like losing stuff. Knowing me, like I'm gonna like accidentally flush my ticket down the toilet or something, I'm also in a different place. I meant to address that earlier. The last video was also in a different area of my room. I'm sitting on top of one of the beds right now. And I just have my laptop propped up. That's why it's like moving, because I'm sitting on the mattress, holding my mic like I'm a podcast person or something. I don't know. And you get a great view of my closet. There she is. So I think this is gonna be the week 7 video. So we really are approaching the end. That's how this week has been. This probably will be a shorter video, but just wanted to talk about the CAAs. I feel like 90% of the things I talked about is rowing related, since that's all I've been doing recently. So there's a wrap on that. And I don't have an outro. I did an intro though, and I don't normally, so I feel like I have to do an outro now, even though I don't normally. What do I do? Hit the like button and subscribe, and see you next video. We're gonna end it here. We're not doing this.